Hello and welcome, dear students. This is our syllabus released by the CBSE for the subject English, Language and Literature, subject code 184 for the academic year 2021 and 2022 for grade 9. This is term-wise syllabus as per the new regulations. CBSE is conducting term 1 examination by November-December of 2021 and term 2 examination by February-March of 2022. So let us go through the syllabus and the marks weightage for grade 9 syllabus. As per the question paper, we have reading with the questions based on the following kinds of unseen passages to assess inference, evaluation, vocabulary, analysis, and interpretations. These are the skills that will be tested in reading comprehension, which is MCQ based. Discursive passage, the word limit will be 400 to 450 words, and then case-based factual passage with visual input, that means some statistical data, some chart, tabular information that will be given, and the total word limit should be around 200 to 250 words, including the statistics and the passage. And the students are expected to combine the information, infer, deduce, and then respond to the MCQ questions. Now let's proceed to the writing section. In the writing section, we have the descriptive paragraph, that means description of a person. It can be a character analysis, it can be just a physical description, but it is definitely limited to the description of a person. Then we have the short story based on a beginning line, outline, cues. It can have a visual impetus, it can have a verbal. Most probably with the cues, that means verbal impetus, etc. Then proceeding to grammar. For grammar, we have quite a few grammar topics selected for the examination, that is tenses, subject verb conquered, that is subject verb agreement, modals, determiners. Under determiners, you have as many as 6 grammar topics in it. Reported speech with statements, questions, expressions, etc. Commands and requests, statements, and questions. So these are all the grammar. It is based on MCQ based questions, close, etc. Now coming to the literature of grade 9, we have questions based on extracts. That means some paragraphs, some stanzas, something will be taken from the text, and questions will be asked on that, called that is annotation based questions. Now the text to assess interpretation, inference, extrapolation. Extrapolation is also involved in this, beyond the text and across the text. So make a note of the skills tested: interpretation, inference, extrapolation. The books that are included are Moments and Beehive. Let me read the Moments, the short stories for Moments first. That is The Lost Child, The Adventures of Toto, In the Kingdom of Fools, The Happy Prince. From the textbook Beehive, from prose, we have The Fun They Had, The Sound of Music, The Little Girl, A Truly Beautiful Mind, My Childhood. And from poem, we have The Road Not Taken, Wind, Rain on the Roof, A Legend of Northland. And for term 2 portion, we have reading, question based on the following kinds of unseen passages to assess inference, evaluation, vocabulary, analysis, and interpretation. Discursive passage based on 400 to 450 words. Case-based factual passage with visual input, statistical data, chart, etc. based on 200 to 250 words. Writing, descriptive paragraph, a diary entry, this is for term 2. Story writing based on beginning line, outline, cues, etc. Almost this is the same. Grammar, tenses, subject verb conquered, modals, determiners, reported speech, commands and requests, statements and questions. Till here it is the same for term 2. Literature, questions based on extracts, text to assess interpretation, inference, extrapolation beyond the text and across the text. From the textbook moments, we have weathering the storm in our summer, the last leaf, a house is not a home, the beggar. From the textbook beehive and from the prose, we have packing, reach for the top, the bond of love, if I were you. From poems, we have No Men Are Foreign, On Killing a Tree, and The Snake Trying. Now let us have a look at the weightage. The weightage for each term, that is term 1 and term 2, the weightage remains 50% and 50% in total. When we say percent, this is actually not the raw scores, but you will have a question paper based on reading where it will be for 10 marks weightage, writing and grammar 10 marks weightage, literature 20 marks weightage, out of which the total is 40 marks for the written paper, and it is again weightage. You may have your same question paper of say 80 marks with 20 marks of reading, 20, the remaining 20 marks of grammar and writing, and 40 marks of literature, working up to 80 marks. But here only the weightage is mentioned. That means from each skill the weightage will be picked, and that's how you will be awarded 40% weightage of your written examination. The internal assessments, which were 20 marks earlier, over here now it has been distributed to each term, so 10 marks. Again your internal, now this is again weightage, 10 marks of weightage. You may still have your internal assessment, that is your periodic assessment 1 and periodic assessment 2. For periodic assessment 1, you may have a written short paper, and only the weightage will be taken from there. Then you have your speaking and listening, your portfolio, that is your notebook, and speaking, listening. Again, the weightage will be taken and consolidated. It will be 10% of your total internal assessment per term. And for term 1, the weightage will be 50%, and for term 2, the weightage will be 50%. With this, we have come to the end of the curriculum for grade 9. Thank you very much for your kind attention.